welcome KJ back to the Strikeforce cage. This is his first fight back with us since we signed him. I'm sure some of you know that he fought in Japan a couple months ago and was victorious. So we're happy to have you back, KJ, and why don't you say a couple of comments about your fight?
Thank you, Scott, for having me back. This is a great fight, you know. I'm glad to be back and give the fans what they want to see, a good fight.
Great fight. Let's open the questions for KJ.
KJ, I think a lot of people expected you to easily win this fight, and you landed some pretty big shots against Connor in this bout. Were you surprised that he wasn't going down after you landed some of those big shots?
No, I know he was a game fighter. You know, he comes in shape. I could hear his corner. They came up with a really good game plan. And for him, I felt like, you know, he had nothing really to lose. You know, he's looking to make a name. So I knew he was coming. He's a tough opponent. And, you know, much respect to him. It was a great fight. I give him a lot of props.
KJ, congrats on your win. It was a great fight. It was also a close fight. I guess, how are you feeling coming out of the first round? He did get mount on you, and he was landing some shots which you were able to get out of that tough position. So I guess, what were your thoughts coming out of the first round?
You know, he got me on the ground. He got me in some pretty tough positions. I'm glad I went there so people could see that I could get out of that. He actually, I don't know, I've never had a rib broke, but my rib's all the way out right now in that body triangle. So I heard it crack, and after the first round, during the break, I couldn't really breathe. So, you know, I just fought through it, man. You know, I fought with a shattered foot last fight. I fought with a dislocated or a broken rib this fight. You know, that's what I trained for. You know, you guys, the fans out there, they want to see a good fight. You know, and that's what I want to deliver.
KJ, congratulations on a great win tonight. From here, where do you go? Do you want to campaign at the lightweight division against Gilbert Melendez, or do you want to go see Nick Diaz one more time for the welterweight title?
I think there's a lot of great fights out there for me. There's so many great competitors at the 155. So, you know, whoever Scott wants me to go up against, I'm definitely down. I know they're very interested in the Diaz fight, so am I. So I'm willing to fight wherever, you know. I feel like I can contend with anybody. You know, I want to just put on good fights. You know, this is what I do, and people pay for that. I just want to put on good fights. So whatever, it don't matter. 170, 155. I want to win 2 titles. I want to win another title at 155. I want to win I only want to fight one person at 170. So I'll win that title, and then I want to win a boxing title eventually too. Everybody says I can't do it. Why can't I do it? You know, I want it. That's one of my dreams. So I just want to go through and keep working hard.
KJ, any plans on or any desire to go back and fight Charles Crazy Horse Bennett?
I was a little disappointed because that was my only loss. But you know, I trained going into the training camp. I mentally didn't know if he was ever, you know, going to show. He's crazy. You know what I mean? So I just trained super hard, and I got a tougher opponent, I think. But if they want that fight in the future, I'm willing to take it. Whatever Scott and Strikeforce wants, I'm down for. I want to be a team player and put on the best fights.
Did fighting a different opponent in Connor Hune throw you off at all in terms of game planning?
No, I train every fight in every style. You know, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, all of it, conditioning. I try to get better every fight, so it didn't really matter.
A question each for both of you, please. First, KJ, I asked you this backstage, but were you surprised by the split decision, and especially the first score, obviously 30-27, a judge not giving you any other rounds?
It was close. It was a close fight. He's a gamer. I don't take nothing away from him. But, I mean, it's just simple math. Give him the first round, 10-9. I knocked him down twice, right? So you got a -2, -10. What's that? 9-8. And I felt like I edged out the last 2 rounds. So, close? Yeah. But it was a good fight. I don't take nothing away from him. I'm not going to complain. It is what it is. You know, that's why sometimes you can't let the judges go to the scorecards. I probably should have brought it more. So, it is what it is.
Just a quick follow-up. When you walked back to your corner after the fight, in your mind, did you think that it was really close, or once the scores were read, then you thought it was close?
I felt like I won. I knew I won, but when the scores are red, I was a little bit surprised. But it is what it is. You know, when the judges, you leave in the judge's hand, you never know. You never know what you're going to get.
Right.
But you know, you just got to go out there and and try to finish. But you can't leave it in the judge's hands.
Okay, and real quick, Scott, KJ has announced that he'd like to win the 155 title, the 170 title, or one guy at 170 who actually has the title. And boxing, as the promoter of KJ Noons, is that possible for KJ Noons?
I mean, I think that we wouldn't be opposed to it, but I think we're going to keep him very busy with a schedule that we haven't even sat down talking about it. But I think we're going to have 20 fights over the next 12 months, so we're going to keep him very busy. And then the fights, I think in the 155-pound weight class that he's going to want, we're going to be able to deliver. And the fights with Nick Diaz, I think, and you guys probably know more, but I think he's the last guy to beat Nick Diaz, if that's correct. Is that correct?
Yes, I think
Okay,
so.
that's a fight that probably should happen, right? So, I'm sure that KJ would love to fight Nick, and I'm sure Nick would like to fight KJ. So at some point, they should probably get it on again.
Okay, just really, really quick. Jake Shields was another fighter who said, I want to fight in 2 divisions. Are you leaning towards getting away from that so you can start solidifying the divisions more and getting the pecking order together?
Not really. I mean, to me, it's, KJ can fight at both weights. And, if he fights at 55, I think he's going to be very competitive. If he fights at 170, he's already proven he's already beat Nick Diaz. So, and Nick Diaz is a great, probably pound for pound, one of the best in the world right now. And he's the last guy to beat him, so I think that speaks for itself.
Hi, Dan Plasma with a question for Scott Coker. Scott, you've got such interesting personalities in the league, such as Nick Diaz, and then, of course, his polar opposite, Tim Kennedy, who's an American hero.
Right.
Any thoughts about bringing Charles Crazy Horse Bennett into the league?
Well, I don't want to get into too many details, but we had originally, or I thought we originally had a deal for him to fight KJ. But let's just put it this way, it didn't work out, and will we try to put it back together again? We might. Are we going to be as motivated as we were before? Probably not. So, we'll wait, just wait and see, and, give us a couple of weeks. But when he says Crazy Horse is crazy, he's telling the truth. So, remember, maybe you never signed a contract you didn't like, So, let's see what happens.
Scott, don't you feel it's a little risky to bring in Crazy Horse, given his track record of no-showing fights, and also that he just lost in the AFL?
Well, I'll tell you, I didn't see the fight, and I don't know how competitive it was, but the way the business went down with Crazy, I would say that we're less motivated. So that's all I'd like to say about that, because I wish the guy luck. He's an MMA fighter, and he's fought some great fights, and I wish him well. Great. Thanks, KJ.